Welcome to a type of video I never thought I'd make. Not a WARFRAME video, and by the way I'm playing with Volt with a capacitance build. This is the build I'm using, I showed it at the end as well. To show if you think that, oh, that actually kind of works. Yeah, this is what I use. But yeah, not a WARFRAME video, because, well, while I'm having huge amounts of problem recording WARFRAME videos, I don't think I'll stop making them anytime soon. But types of videos, well, the video of this is recorded before I record my voice for it. I hope that this would avoid the problem that I've been having that, well, with Shadowplay, it has a tendency to completely freeze the game. I don't know if that's still the case, yeah. This was a kind of bad mission to choose because it's very long, so if it froze somewhere halfway along, it would kind of fuck me up, but yeah, that's not the case. But yeah, I thought that this could have been very bad, because if it froze then, well, I lost a lot of progress, because these missions take a while. But yeah, yeah, with Shadowplay it doesn't work. Or, well, with Shadowplay it has a tendency to completely freeze. With, what's it called, OBS, well, the frame rate is abysmal, just terrible. Nobody wants to watch that. And I tried to audio recorder or something, but yeah, that video didn't have any sound, and the frame rate of the video itself was, I don't know, like, well, maybe less than 10 frames a second, and there was no audio. So yeah, that also didn't really seem like a good option. And ever since I've been watching Lucifer's, people call me Lucifer, WARFRAME videos, I've been kind of wanting to try Volt, and I really like playing Volt. I really like how all of his powers do something, because that's kind of a problem with many frames. For instance, let's take Valkyr, another frame I do love. Alright, her 1 is pretty useless. Her 2 is fucking awesome, but you activate it once per mission, and if you do it well, you never use it again. And her 3, you don't use it, at least I don't, because I have a minimal range build, because I'm built for Warcry. And, well, her 4 is very good. That's definitely the most interesting in the set. But yeah, that's mainly the fun part of capacitance on that's the fun of capacitors with Volt. You use his 4 and all damage it does will be turned into shields for you and your allies. And you can even create overshields with it, so yeah, as long as you have the energy to keep casting your 4, you basically also keep having shields. So the only real danger you run into is the ancient bastards who do bursts of poison damage, because that still does huge amounts of damage. Well, it doesn't per se do huge amounts of damage. It more has a tendency to do, well, it does poison damage, which ignores shields. And as I have, well, more than 1,000 shields normal, and over 2,000 shields, I've over 1,000 shields normally, and 2,000 shields with overshields. If something ignores my shields, I'm kinda fucked. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, how he has fun powers. Just his one, it's just a nice bit of damage, and it has some CC to it.
Extraction is available, but there are more messages to be decoded.
His 2, which is speed, it's just a very nice buff. Large speed buff, well, running speed buff, melee attack speed buff, and reload speed buff actually, which is remarkably nice. I don't find it very useful on something with really high reload speed actually, because, well, I don't really have a use for it at those moments, because, well, it's still going to take a while, but for weapons like the Baza, it's really nice. It means that you can just click click ta. It's way more continuous. And here I just walked a bit to get my damage up to 1000 extra damage, which it's not an awful lot, but it's a nice boost as well. His shield, it's pretty neat. It's just a nice, I mean, it's kind of like Frost Shield or Frost Snow Globe, but also very not. Oh, I even use it here. Very nice. Yeah, I can't hit them because because Max magnetize. Yeah, I thought something was there, but I wasn't. Yeah, because of Max magnetize, I couldn't hit anything. But it kind of compares to Frost Snow Globe, but also very much not. Because Frost Snow Globe is all around, while this is, well, not all around, but you can shoot through it from both sides. It's a shield both ways. So that's just very convenient to drop down, and now you have a wall for you both sides. But it's not very useful if you want to defend just an objective. There. And Frost Snow Globe has to deal with, it has health, so yeah, you have to keep the health up or the Snow Globe dies. Shield does not have that, it will just absorb all the damage. It does have a maximum amount of, it does have a duration though. And it's also portable, which is, I mean, you can't use your primary when using it portably, but, well, it's a very nice protective shield. And I'm burping all over the place. Well, actually not burping, but making bad noises. And then you have his 4, which is just a huge energy explosion that just locks everyone into place and makes them discharge towards other people, which does damage. And with capacitance, it boosts your health and the health of teammates. Because these enemies are pretty high level-ish. I mean, we killed each other. But yeah, it's just a pretty nice, I really like how Volt plays. He's a fun frame. Because all of his powers are also something he does. At Mac, he really got me at the last fucking second, and fuck my phone. Sorry about that. Okay, flickering. Yeah, nothing I can do about that anymore. But that I mean, yeah, I like I like powers that do something. I don't like powers that are just kind of passive boosts. They are fine, and well, speed kind of has that, but also, well, it has this heavy thing of running very fast, so it kind of works still. Okay, so recording not exactly perfect just yet. Some weird artifacting. But no, the thing I actually wanted to spend a bit of time talking about, and yeah, I'll try to avoid talking about the constant strangeness that's happening. But yeah, I actually kind of want to talk about the melee stuff they're going to do in Warframe, and how I'm really excited for it. Because they're going to change it from basically, well, currently there are a couple things, well, there are a lot of things that I don't like about melee, even though I do like melee in total.
We have control of all 4 towers.
Because I like melee, I really like that very close
We have decoded the
fighting.
message. The remaining enemies must not report back to their command. Eliminate everyone.
You can even see it in my current choice of weapon. Because, well, the Baza is almost a melee weapon that shoots bullets. Because its effective range is just really short.
More is being broadcasted. Are you willing
But
to
it's a really
risk
nice weapon as well.
field?
But yeah, I like melee, it's the perfect range for me, but melee in Warframe has a couple problems. For one, well, I mainly see 2 main problems, and the devs see a third problem. And here I worry that somebody is going to leave, but they didn't, so yay. We're going to open another relic. But yeah, first problem. Melee has very bad combos. The combos mainly come down to memorize these clicks,
Try and capture
which
another. Be careful though. The enemy
isn't
is
all
surely
that
rather
interesting.
stronger resistance.
Sure, being able to... Ooh. There is some damage on my phone case. Yeah, I guess this is why I like the normally like just live voice recording, because it doesn't mean I bring up stuff that's completely unrelated.
This tower is ours now.
That's actually probably from a recording I did yesterday, where, well, I tried to record Warframe with the Ilio recorder or whatever Lucifer uses,
Total control. Keep fighting.
but, well, it was buzzing constantly, so I threw it on the ground. And don't worry, no damage to my phone. It's the protective thingy around it that's damaged, so
Tower lost.
yeah, nothing to worry about. I mean, this is kind of literally what it's for. But yeah, bad combos.
Don't forget the reactor. You need more to open that door.
2. Melee has a tendency to really rely on the combo counter. Because, well, after not very long, after a bit, it will first double and then triple your damage.
Control of a tower.
Which is just... well, it means that they have to balance around that. If they balance around that, and that was me clicking the wrong button. I wanted speed and instead I pressed shield. That's currently my biggest problem with Volt. Me completely fucking up the button prompts. The buttons. Not prompts, they're just buttons. And yeah, the Balsa does work at range, but it's not made for it. For instance, you can use a screwdriver to get a hammer into a bolt, but that's not what it's made for. But yeah, so that combos and reliant on the combo counter, which makes the first couple, because it has to be balanced around that 2 or 3 times damage boost. Without that damage boost, they're generally pretty weak. Meaning that if you start hitting with them, they tend to be... well, they tend to be weak, which isn't good. And 3, a problem that the E sees. Extremely long range melees. And...
The enemy have taken a tower. You must capture it.
yeah, I have no idea. I lost my words. And while playing a game, I have the excuse of I'm playing a game, but apparently it's just because I suck at speaking. But yeah, extremely long range weapons, and then spin to win with the with Maiming Strike, which just adds 90% crit chance on slide attacks. Which, I mean, it's extremely strong. It's also extremely boring. And it's not what they want you to do. So yeah, the changes they are coming up with: no more attacking things through walls. And I think Maiming Strike is also going to be weakened, but might not, don't know exactly. Too, and this is me, for a large part, interpreting how they do stuff. They seem to go less for the combos with just one button or whatever. They're going to remove channeling, which is good because nobody fucking uses it because it's a waste of energy. And instead they're going to use it for a 2-button melee system. A light attack and a heavy attack. And this I am all for. Because light attacks and heavy attacks, to me at least, seem to indicate less we're going to press one button, or at least we're going to have you press one button in a certain sequence to do stuff, and more just you check what you see what has to be done. For instance, there are a lot of light units, or there are a couple light units, and then you run into one big unit, so you smack that one big unit with a heavy attack. It seems more dynamic, it seems more... how do you do something a certain way? What does the situation require of you? And yeah, I know there are other stuff, there is silver stuff, but I like formats, I need more formats always. But then there's the melee. It seems much more dynamic, it seems much more fun, it seems more not learn one melee combo, learn the melee combo sequences out of your head, but instead know what to use at the right moment.
They are broadcasting another message. Sure, the enemy never receives it.
And combo counters will at least no longer, and I'm running circles to charge up the passive damage boost. Pro Volt gameplay here. But the combo counter will no longer be just a flat damage boost. And they are thinking about making it a damage boost for the heavy attack once. So you use light attacks to basically charge up your heavy attack. So yeah, charge attacks are now away, but now you charge your heavy attack. I don't know if combo counter will still have mods that affect the crit chance, because if it does, well then certain builds will, well, a lot of builds will require you to not use the heavy attack ever, which kind of goes against the point, so I don't quite know how they are going to do that. Yeah, and I had a serious moment of, seriously, why won't you fucking die, you stupid fucking Moa? Oh, and here's a funny little tip. If you are sliding, you won't have the heavy drop down animation play. You can slide midair. So, if you are flying a very long bit, you can see that you can avoid the heavy landing animation by sliding. That's also how I move while casting powers that normally lock you in place. Hold the sliding button and you will continue to slide. Which is also very useful, of course. So yeah, what was I talking about? Melee, some capacity. So yeah, I don't know how they are going to do things like Blood Rush, because I enjoy Blood Rush, but it could also seriously harm the system, because it would incentivize people to never use the heavy attack if it still goes off the same combo counter. And if it doesn't go off the same combo counter, well, either that mod has to change or it will make people not use the heavy attacks. So yeah, I hope they are going to change it, because I want to have this. I want this melee system to be good. Good God, I can't do words. And well, if I'm correct in assuming how this works, this could also mean that, well, I don't exactly remember what they said on the dev stream. I probably should have looked it up, but okay. It could be that the melee system, what's it called? The melee combos, or oh, the stance mods, that the stances will have to be changed. And that they can be changed to something a lot more interesting, a lot more, I don't know, something a lot more interesting. Just that they have simpler, or not simpler, that they have different types of heavy and light attacks. So yeah, if you want to have more stabbing forward motions, you equip one stance. If you want to stay in place more, or if you want to have more knockdowns, you equip another stance. And here I don't realize that I'm in a magnetized bubble.
More data is being broadcasted. Are you willing to risk going back into the field?
So yeah, I am pretty excited for this melee update. Don't know exactly when it will come, but when it comes, I'm excited. I think it could be some really cool stuff. So yeah, this has mainly be a video of me playing a bit of Vault, seeing if I can record this. Well,
Data you have collected here today will go a long
this
way
specific
in
one
our
I
progress.
can. Others not so sure yet. I'm yawning because it's almost midnight again, because of course it is. And yeah, I'm making it a bit longer because I end with showing off my all the color scheme, because I think this looks fucking badass. And no, this is not me coming up with something fucking badass. This is, well, it's buying a Tenogen skin, which it's pretty expensive, but it's also very cool, and I don't have a problem spending a bit of money on Warframe. So yeah, it's the Fulgerson skin. Oh, Fulgerson. That's a really nice thing to say. And yeah, most of the colors are just from the classic palette, because, well, it was just randomized and it chose the...
Strange. Orders do not see the value of those photonic wavelengths until now.
Thank you, Ordis. So yeah, these are just the colors that were randomly selected. And I changed the yellow because that used to be black, but... well, that basically made some of the powers rather boring to see. So I changed it to yellow, because I like yellow lightning. Some people like purple, some people like other colors, but I like this one. And yeah, these are my mods, so... yeah, maybe if you think that this looks cool, or that this is an interesting build, you can try it. You probably want to use someone else's build, but this is what I use, it works. So yeah, this has been Nix, saying farewell. Let me know if I should try this again, or if this is a type of video that I should never do again, and the video ended. Fuck.